Hey everybody, it's your girl Yvonne coming at you with another video. I know it's been a minute, but I'm back. And I do have something new for you. I decided to add a goals planner to my lineup because I realized that I was planning, but I wasn't executing. And I wasn't focused enough on my goals. So I did purchase from the Daily Grind. She does a 4-month goal planner. This one is from her Moods collection. I'm going to go through it with you guys and show you how I set it up. I'm also going to be doing a series of videos on me actually setting up the inside, working on the inserts so that I can start November the 1st. Because there are some things that you need to do prior to you actually jumping into the planner. And so I'll be showing you those steps, that process as well. But I'm going to be starting it on November 1st just so it could give me time to really go through the process because I really want to get this done. She comes out with different collections. This was from the Mood collection. The Mood collection, there's a quiz that you can take if you want to. And it tells you what colors are compatible with your mood. And then she has... it'll also tell you the top 3 planners covers that you are compatible with. This was not mine, but this was the one for some reason that kept jumping out to me, so I got it. And they have like 12 of them. So okay, so there's different collections that you can get. There's different bundles that you can do. I got the ultimate bundle that comes with the disc, the cover, the inserts, and the dividers. That's what I got. But again, there's different bundles that you can purchase. They also have an option for you to create your own bundle where you could pick whichever cover, whichever inserts, whichever dividers you want to get. So this was the Dreamer. As you can see, pink and light blue is the color scheme. It does come, this particular collection comes with the puffy stickers, which I love. It comes with a puffy stickers, so I just kind of stuck them around. This is a 10 disc planner, not a 9, not an 11. It's 10 disc. It's a hard cover. The letters are embossed. This is a hard plastic, which I love, and you also get the silver edge covers. So I love it, love it, love it. It's good quality. This is what the inside cover looks like. Again, I added the puffy stickers with the dividers. If you get the dividers separately or if you get them with a bundle, the dividers always come with 2 sets of sticker labels. One is the months. You get them in print and script, and they also come abbreviated as well. The second one is different categories that you could use depending on how you want to set up your planner, which is another reason why I love this planner, because it is so customizable. Please keep in mind that the Daily Grind planner is a 4-month goal planner, so every 4 months you will need to purchase new inserts. I created this page using the back of one of the sheets out of the packets. So I used a Cuteness Boutique doll. Her name is Sasha. I used Live Love Posh stickers from the Posh Faves sticker book. I used Caliber Plan for my letters and my quote. Follow your dreams, they know the way. I think that fit this planner concept perfectly. When you get the inserts, I did get 3 different types of inserts. So again, the combo comes with the Daily Grind planner inserts. That is the nuts and bolts of the planner. That's the concept, the whole concept of the planner. However, they do not come with monthly calendars. They do have calendars within the planner, within the inserts, but they don't have like a 1-page or a 2-page of just a monthly. So I did purchase a pack of the monthly calendar themed inserts. It says 40 pages because you get two calendars per month. So you get a 1 page and then you'll get a 2 page for each month, and you'll see that as I go through. So you'll get the Daily Grind Planner. This is the introduction page. On this page, she just gives you a quick intro. She tells you about the concept. She gives you the VIP. They do have a Facebook group that's a VIP group, but you do need to have an order number, so you can only get into the group after you order. But you do have the option to follow her on YouTube at Daily Grind Planner. You also can follow her on IG at Daily Grind Planner as well. And she also lists her email address. When you get into the Daily Grind Planner, the first thing they want you to do is to do a self-assessment. This came out of another workbook that she has. It's called the Dream Life Blueprint. That is a full over 200-page workbook for you to just get your life together. So on the assessment, you're going to rate from 1 to 10 where you are at the current time with your career, your romantic life, your overall health and fitness, your family life, your friendships, any growth you're experiencing, your home and work environment, financial situation, contribution to others, creativity, and new ideas. You're going to highlight, color, check, whatever you want to do up to that number. You're going to take that information and you're going to fill it in on the pie of life. So it does have little numbers here, and you'll just color or mark up until that line, which will give you like a visual of where you're excelling the most and where you need to work. Then you're going to write just a little short note about where you are as far as your goals and where you are in your life right now. Are you happy? What do you do well? So what is some strengths that you can use that's going to help you to achieve the goals? That's very important, because I think a lot of us don't even realize what all of our strengths are that can help us achieve goals. And then it asks you to be honest about where do you waste your time, because you want to look at that and say, okay, I'm not going to do that right there. I'm going to do this right here. I'm not going to do this right here. And then what would make you the happiest? What do you truly want out of life? And then you have here, you're going to write your top priorities and your focus for your life in the next 4 months. Because again, this is a 4-month planner. Then you're going to go into your 4 months of goals. How this sheet works is you're going to write the month at the top. This is a life breathing sheet, so it's not something you're going to fill out one time. This is something that you're going to fill out throughout the whole 4 months. So you're going to write each month. You're going to write the 10 goals that you're going to focus on for each month. For me, I know they're going to be the same 10. That's just me. So I could come in and just write the 10. Some people goals may change throughout the year, so you may want to do month to month. Then you want to skip the middle part and you want to come down to the bottom. You're going to choose what's your biggest goal. Like, what are you most excited to accomplish? So when you look at your 10 goals, what is the one that you're going to be most excited to accomplish? Then you're going to write, how can you make sure that this happens? And I think if you look at what you put here and you say, okay, how can I use this to do this? I think that works together. Then you're going to write, how are you going to celebrate? Because I think a lot of us accomplish goals and forget to celebrate the fact that we accomplish goals. And then at the end of every month, you're going to come back to each month and you're going to say, out of these 10 goals, this is how many I reached, right? Then at the end of 4 months, at the end of the 4th month, you're going to come back after you finish that. Then you're going to fill in the middle 2 parts. So this part, you're going to say, out of 40 goals, I reached this many. Then you're going to take that number, and then you're going to divide it by 40. And then you're going to multiply by 100. That will give you the productivity, your percent in a percentage form, like that. Then you're going to come down to this last box and you're going to, okay, did it happen? Did you meet your goals? Yes. Did you celebrate? Yes. What's next? Okay, cool. You met your biggest goal. You accomplished it. You celebrated it. What we finna do for the next 4 months. That's what you put here. If you did not meet your biggest goal, for whatever reason, life happens, right? We're not going to beat ourselves up. We're not going to have a pity party. Life happens. You didn't meet your goal. Not yet, anyway. You're going to put why you didn't meet it, and then you're going to give yourself another date to meet that goal. Again, I chose some stickers to use. Then you have your next 4 months. You get 4 calendars on this page, and then you get an important goals, dates, and deadline section. I'm going to use this page to track my credit, because I'm working on my credit right now. That's a goal of mine, so I'm going to use this just as a reference page, so I'll have everything in one spot. And then down here, you can list any important dates, goals, events, deadlines, and write any notes. Again, this page for me is going to be strictly about my credit, so I'll be using this section to notate anything that pertains to that. But you can literally use this page for whatever. Then you get into this part. I chose to use the calendar. These are the monthly calendars, so they are not, again, they are not included in the daily grind inserts. They are a separate pack of inserts that I received, just to make it clear. So this tab says visualize your higher self and show up as that person. And then on the back, it says visualize your higher self, and then you have a graph. These are just some date stickers that I'm going to use. And then this is what the 2 spread monthly looks like. It's a typical 2 spread monthly. You have your calendar space, your space for your days of the week. You have your month. You have your main focus, important dates, and then you have a note section. And then it has like minimal graphics, which I like. And then I like that it's black and white, which is, I'm probably going to leave it black and white. The only thing that might be like colors is my day stickers and my date stickers. I'm probably going to use this for meal planning, because health is another goal of mine. So I got November's in here, and I got December's in here. And then you have your 1-page monthly, which again, you have the month, days of the week, boxes. This one, you do not have the notes. You just have the main focus and the important dates. This has a lot more graphics. But again, because it's black and white, it's kind of just like whatever. This one, I'm probably going to use more than likely for my social media planner. So, and they also, you get both calendars for each month of the year, and they also give you a blank one as well. So you got a blank 1-page, and then you have a blank 2-page. And I'm gonna tell y'all, this paper is almost cardstock. For me, my second tab is this month, and then it says just dream until it's your reality. And again, with the label stickers, the stickers that she give you, you can set this up however you want. Some people set it up however they want. This is just the way I chose to set it up. I'm choosing this month, next month, and then my last one is challenges. So in my this month section, ignore the stickers. Again, I just picked them out. This is the rest of the daily grind insert package. I'm going to just show you the 1 month because all the months are the same. So this is the nuts and bolts of the concept of this planner, which I love. So you'll put, this is the month ahead. You'll put the month. Again, you have another mini calendar here. You can use this for whatever you want. You have a perpetual calendar here. Use it for whatever you want. On here, you're going to list your top 10 goals that you're going to focus on this month, which you should be getting from here, right? So you're going to write them here, because the one thing you want to do is be consistent. You don't want to have one set of goals and then you over here and all of a sudden this month all is different. No, that's not the purpose. So you're going to write the goals here. You're going to write what you're most excited about this month, whatever it is. It could be a wedding, a birthday, a trip. It could be one of the goals you were, anything. You could write that here. your top 3 priorities this month. 3 things that's going to be the most important for you this month. You're going to choose a word of the month. And I like that it's every month versus every year, because I do think that your word can change throughout the year, depending on your status and your mindset and where you are. And then you have a thoughts, ideas, and notes page section down here. Then you get into your week ahead. I like that she gives you like a dashboard feel for the month, and then you also get one for the week. So another mini calendar, you'll put your the dates up here. You have a daily kind of dashboard box in order for you to kind of notate whatever you need to notate. You'll also choose 5 things to focus on this week. For me, I would probably look at my top 10 goals and choose 5 things that I need to focus on to attempt those goals. I'm going to use this section. This is just the way I'm going to use it for me. People use it differently, as I saw throughout. But the way I'm going to use this is I'm going to write anything that I need to do that week that may interfere with me being able to do one of my goals that week. So if I choose to, let's say I said I was gonna exercise Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but on Wednesday I had a event to go to after I get off of work, I won't be able to exercise because I have to go to an event. So I know that I need to replace that Wednesday's exercise on another day. So, but because I have all of those different things I got going on this page, when I'm working on my daily sheets and I'm planning out my daily sheets, I can just check back on here and say, okay, well, I know I need to move some stuff around. Then you get into your daily sheets. You write the date. You again repeat your 10 goals. And this is where the magic happens, right? This page right here is where the actual magic happens. You'll put your 10 goals. You'll write something that you're going to do every day working on that goal, that one particular goal. I'm going to do one thing a day because I just don't have no more in me. But I've seen some people that will list maybe 2 things, you know. I've seen where some people will not do their 10 goals, but they'll list like maybe three goals, but they'll list different things they're going to do that day toward that particular goal. So you could do it however you want, but the concept of it is you list all 10 goals and then you list something that you're going to work on every day toward that goal. Then at the end of the day, you'll come, or throughout the day as you're doing whatever you're doing, you can check whether you did it, you almost did it, or you're going to put it off until tomorrow, which we're not going to feel bad about that. Because if you have 10 goals and you accomplished 8 of them, it's only 2 of them you just didn't have the time or the mental capacity anymore to work on it that day, and you need to move it to tomorrow, I still call that a win. I do. So don't feel guilty if you got to check that tomorrow. Then she tell you to choose something that you will do to make yourself feel amazing on that day. That's important because I think I'm somebody that forget to do that. I am somebody that completely forgets to do that for myself. And then you have your top 3 movers. What are the top 3 things that you gonna do that particular day to ensure that something up here gets done? Then you're gonna put what you're grateful or excited for, which I think is good. You can either write it in, you could draw it in, stick a sticker down, journal it, however. But put something there every day. Then you have a don't forget section. So if you have important things that you may need to do that day, you can put them here. And then you have a schedule here. I like this because it's from 5 to 10. What I plan to use this for is I'm going to highlight my work hours so that I can look at my top 10 and say, okay, you know what? I get X amount of time for lunch. I think I could work on this during lunch. Or I might be able to work on this throughout the day because I'm not really busy on this particular day. Or, you know what I mean? It kind of gives you you could get to kind of see how much free time you got throughout the day. So I like that. And that's how it goes for 7 days. And then after the end of the 7 days, you have your week in review page. Your week in review page, you'll come in and you'll rate your progress on your goals, your focus and daily routine, your overall mood and happiness, your nutrition and water intake, your workouts and daily movement. You'll rate it here. Then you'll look at your week and say, which top 10 goals did I work on the most? Which top 10 goals did I work on the least? You give yourself a mantra for next week. So what are you going to tell yourself that's going to make you want to do what you need to do? You're going to write what you're currently reading. You're going to look back on your week and you're going to list 3 great things that happened this week. Any thoughts and ideas that you may have? And what is your biggest goal for next week? So think ahead. I like that. And then you're just going to the next week. And it repeats like that until the end of the month. And at the end of the month, you'll get your monthly review. You'll write the month. Again, your 10 goals. You'll write whether you achieved that goal almost or no. You have a mini calendar. You'll look back over your weeks and you'll write what your proudest moments of this month was. And you know, when I'm looking at that, it doesn't necessarily have to be goal related. It could be anything. And then you have things that you want to. So you'll write what you want to start doing, what you need to stop doing, and what you need to keep doing. You'll also rate, again, your growth and progress, habits, daily routine and productivity, happiness and mood. And then there's 2 spaces at the bottom that you can fill in. And then you'll do improvement, ideas, and notes. And that is how your monthlies will look, right? So you'll do that for the next 4 months. And again, once the 4 months are over, you come back to this worksheet at the beginning. And you'll complete this section. And then you'll move on to your next 4 months. Now, I chose next month, so I have 2 months of inserts in here. This one says fall in love with the process of becoming the biggest version of yourself. So I have November, December in here. And then I have my challenges section. This tab says, Dear Me, thank you for putting in the work. Love me, XOX. And this is what the back looks like. I love the gummy bear. I chose to start off with the budget tracker because, yeah, my financial situation is not where it needs to be. So I started to I chose to start off with the budget tracker. She does have other inserts like a reading challenge. She has it's called the Glow Up Challenge. That one I think is like 121 days or something like that. They're actually doing that now as a group. They started September 15th, so that's cool. This is a 40-page budget tracking challenge. When you look at it, it's going to look like a lot of information, but that's just because she gives you every page that's in here. She actually gives you an example of how to fill out the page with instructions. So you get your introduction page. She tells you what you can expect, the 4 things you can expect from the challenge. And she kind of just gives you, you know, some tips or whatever. So then you have your prep pages. They do say that you need to get information from last month, which is basically bank account statements and things like that. The first thing that you want to do after you get the information that you need is you want to create your budget categories. So your budget categories is basically a category, and then you list everything under it. So for instance, home would be your category, and then under home you will write whatever expenses go under that. So you'll have rent or mortgage, you'll have utilities, you'll have groceries, you'll have or you can make a separate category for food. You know, it's so many different things. It's so many different ways you could categorize, but it's up to you. But if you do need ideas, you can Google. A friend of mine actually laminated this sheet for me. It's called the Ultimate Cheat Sheet. It was a free printable checklist. It has over 100 budget categories. So they listed them. It's from Funding Cloud 9. I guess you could Google that. But it actually gives you the categories, and then it tells you what all would fall under those categories. So But anyway, you'll fill that sheet out. This is what the blank sheet look like. So you'll put the category at the top, and then you'll list whatever expenses you have that fall under that category. And then at the bottom, you'll write whether those things are wants or needs. And then the second sheet that you will have is directly linked to you pulling your bank statements or however you spend, because you know now we have Cash App and all of that. But you'll pull out, you'll gather the information of what all you spent money on over the last month. You'll get that information and you'll complete this sheet. So this sheet is where you would list the date. You'll list the description of the expense or earning, the amount of it, whether it was a need or a want. Your income is always a need. And then you'll write the category. So again, you'll look at this sheet. You'll say, okay, I spent $50 at Burger King. I know that's unrealistic, but anyway, I spent $50 at Burger King on February 1st, right? Because I ain't feel like cooking. So you'll put February 1st, Burger King, $50. It was a want, and it went under my food category or my eating out category, however you want to list it. So that's how you'll fill this out. And then when you complete this, you'll add the total up here. They gave you 1, 2, 3 of those pages, right? And then you'll do a monthly review page. This is like a snapshot of all of this information that you obtained. So you'll write your starting balance of your amount of money that you had in your account at the beginning of the month. You'll put all the income that you earned and you'll total it out here. You'll put your date. You'll put, this is for your savings and investment. So you'll put the date. You'll put the description of the savings or investment, the amount. You'll total it up here. You'll do the same thing for your date. So for me, I would put extra debt payments here. I wouldn't put actual debt payments because to me, debt, if it's an open debt, that's a bill to me. I still, when I'm doing my debt, like payoff and stuff like that, I still include what I pay monthly, but that's still a bill for me. If it's an open debt, it's a bill because I pay it every month. So when I'm doing like a debt payback, or if that's something that I'm including on my budget, that for me would be an extra payment. My regular monthly payment will go under my bill section. That's just how I do it. And then what you'll do is you'll put amounts here, however you want to do it, hundreds, tens, however you want to do it, but you want to list amounts at the top. You'll list the month. You'll list each of your categories that you created here. You'll list them here. And then you'll track based on the amounts here. You'll track how much you spent, right? And then you'll come down here and you'll put your total income. You'll put your total expenses. You'll put your total debt, your total savings, and you'll see how much you have left over. And then once you see that, you'll write what you thought about it. This page, the next 2 pages are reflection pages, and just giving you a chance to kind of really reflect and making you aware of certain things financially. So you'll put what you looked at your expenses and you realize that you spent too much money on. You'll write that here. Then here you'll put here that ideally you would like to spend more money on, and you'll write about that here. And then on this page, you'll write what you were surprised by. So when you went through your budget, what surprised you? What didn't you realize, right? Because a lot of times we be spending money on certain things and we don't even realize those small amounts, those every now and then purchases can kind of become more expensive than things that we know we spend money on for a fact every month. And then you would like your net income to be, right? So what would you like to make sure that you have more free money, right? To me, my net income is how much money I got after I done paid my bills. That's my net income. So here you would write what spending habits you can adjust to make sure that you're able to meet that net income goal. And then here you would put the ways that you can actually increase your income, because let's be honest, with today's economy, it's not always a spending problem. You can have an income problem. You just don't make enough money. Honestly, there are people that is working every day and that don't do anything but pay their bills, and they just still barely making it. That's not a spending problem. That is literally an income problem. And unfortunately, a lot of people right now is going through that. So those are your prep sheets. Now, mind you, we just prepped you. We haven't started the challenge yet. So now we're going to create a game plan for the next month, right? We're going to create a game plan. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this sheet. And again, this is an example of how you will fill it out. You're going to take this sheet and you're going to write what you plan to bring in that month as far as income. You're going to write what you plan to spend that month on expenses. You're going to write what you plan to pay back in debt. And you're going to write what you plan to put up for savings / investments, right? And then you're going to break each of your budget categories down. And then you're going to put what you plan to spend in each one of those categories. And then you're going to leave this sheet alone until the end of the month. You're going to leave this alone until the end of the month. And then you're going to go into your tracking overview page. You'll put the month, you'll date it out, and then you'll list your bills on this calendar. And then you'll put anything important that month. You could put, if there's any important dates or events or something coming up that month that may affect your budget, you could put that here. If you like here, they put looks like a color key. You could put that here. You could put a quote, inspirational quote, or whatever. You could put that here. So you'll use that. Then what you'll do is you'll come to these pages and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these tracking sheets. So you put financial affirmations here. And then you'll just basically do an expense sheet. So you'll put the date, the expense or the earnings, the amount, what category it falls under, whether it was a need or a want, and you'll add it up. Your total expenses for the month, your total earnings for the month, and you'll continue to add it up until the end of the month. Again, you get 4 pages of that. And then you'll come to your weekly budget trackers. So these trackers are, you get 6 of these. Well, you get 3 pages, but it's 2 per page, so you get 6. So you put the week, you'll put the budget category, you'll put amounts up here. Again, it's up to you how the amounts you want to do. And then on this side, you'll put the totals. You'll track it going across, and then you'll put the totals here. And then once you do that, you'll come back here. You'll come here and you'll do, just like the review you did for last month, you'll do it again for this month. So you'll put your incomes and total it up, your savings and investments total it up, debt payback, total it up. You'll do your budget category tracker here, and then you'll calculate it all, see what you have left over, and put any final thoughts here. I think this is good because you could compare this with the last month's review to see if there were any changes, any improvements. And it'll help you really see like where your issue lies. Now, once you do all this, then you'll come back to this page and you'll put your actual numbers in here and you'll put the difference. So you'll subtract your actual for your plans to see if you spent more than you planned, or if you spent less than you planned, or if you broke even, if you spent exactly what you planned. I think this is a good snapshot too. Because what I know too, because I kind of budget on and off. I've been in this long story, but anyway, sometimes we don't budget right. And when I say we don't budget right, we'll say, oh, we want to spend $200 in groceries, but in reality, we know $200 is really not enough for groceries if you're like a family of 4, 5, 6, right? So this will help you be realistic when it comes to your budget. Or if you look at your budget and you realize, you know what, I spend more money eating out than I do buying groceries. You may need to just adjust those numbers. If you somebody that's just not, you don't cook a lot, you know, it's just you, so why not just eat out? It actually sometimes come out cheaper for you to buy one meal and eat that meal for 2 days than it does for you to, and my grandparents actually told me this, it was actually cheaper for them to go to a restaurant, get a plate, have that food for 2 days than it was for them to go to the store, buy groceries, the energy it takes, the electricity it takes to cook the food, the time it takes to cook the food, what else they would say, the gas it takes for you to drive to, you know, all of that stuff. So sometimes it is cheaper to just eat out depending on your circumstances. Now for a family, nah, I'm gonna go to the grocery store. But yeah, so this will allow you to adjust your numbers as needed as well. So that is the budget tracking challenge. And then she gave you some savings trackers. She does give you a congratulations recap and some recommended budgeting apps. The saving tracker, she gave you 2 different styles. So this is the savings jar, which most people are familiar with. So basically, you'll just write your goal amount. If it's $1,000 that you want to save, you'll take that $1,000, you'll divide it by the number of spaces you have. In this case, it's 4. So that'll be $250 per space. Every time you hit 250, you'll color it in until you complete the jar. This one is a more of a bar type. So you'll count, I'm not going to count, but you count the amount of spaces you have. At the bottom, you'll write what the goal is and the amount. You'll divide it by the number of spaces, and that is how much each space is worth. And every time you reach that amount, you'll color it in until you complete it. And that is my setup for the Daily Grind Planner. Again, there's so many different ways and options you can set this planner up to meet your particular needs. I do love the aesthetic of this planner. I love the quality of this planner, and I love the concept. I will be linking the Daily Grind website as well as her YouTube page in the description below. I would like for you to please go ahead and subscribe. If you are not a member of my family, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell, like this video, and share it. That way, y'all can help your girl, and I can help y'all. You see, you got to help me help you. So go ahead and follow me on this journey. Again, I will be posting my walkthrough of the process of preparing to utilize this planner on November the 1st. And then as I'm going through the process, it'll give me a clear indication of what my posting schedule will be for this particular planner. Because to be honest, a lot of the actual working of this planner is repetitive. But I do know there are certain things that I am going to share with you as far as progress. And that's just to help myself be accountable. Because I do have an accountability problem. I'll be honest. So that is the Daily Grind Planner. You guys can purchase this. Again, she has different collections. This was just this was the Mood collection. And she does come out with collections a few times a year. So go ahead again. If you have not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with me today. Have a good day. Bye.